Punchline Academy, Shade 45, SiriusXM. That was brand new Gasoline by my guys Psycho Les and Be Real. We are live in this amazing studio, Miss Get Out. They have a one-stop shop, recording studio, DJ, plenty of marijuana here, of course, right?
And an electric chair. You can beat that shit.
Oh, those are electric chairs?
Yeah, electric chair.
In case someone's out of pocket.
Yeah.
That's when you need to wake up.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
sit you there for a
That's
minute.
a
When the
Go ahead
espressos
now.
don't work.
Yeah. Make it work in the electric chair. So here at the Punchline Academy, we have a top 5 segment. We've done everything from top 5 fast foods to top 5 marijuana strains. And I think it would be a good idea to ask both of you guys, what are your top 5 hip-hop groups of all time?
That's a good one. For me, it would be Public Enemy, always at number 1. Wu-Tang, Tribe. There's so many good fucking groups.
he needs a little longer.
Beatnuts,
Beatnuts,
and the Beastie Boys.
the Beastie Boys.
Word.
I mean, I would say Run DMC, but like it's all because they're the ones that sparked all of us.
Yeah.
But they're kind of above that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're above the top
Yeah.
5. They're like
They are the top 5.
they're the fucking gods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's why I didn't mention them, because it's almost unfair.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't put him on the list.
Yeah. That's what you got.
Shit. Definitely, Cypress Hill, big fan always.
Thank you, sir.
Cypress Hill. KRS-One, it could be solo artists, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Big Daddy Kane, definitely. Biz Markie, and Public Enemy, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could go on forever, man.
All right, top 5 hip-hop groups and artists of all time. Hit the comment section. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or did we miss somebody? So I'm from the Bronx, New York, right? And obviously hip-hop started in the Bronx. I actually grew up about 5 minutes from 1520 Cedric Avenue, which is where this all happened. But it's interesting because my actual first introduction to hip-hop was watching you guys on MTV. No, seriously. So
Daytona.
Well, I was born in '83, right? So when did Insane in the Brain come out? What year was that?
93.
So not exactly. So I'm like 10, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first time that I'm witnessing hip hop on television, right?
Wow.
And was this one of the first records to break through nationally on television?
For hip hop, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's possible. I mean, for us, hell yeah.
was,
Yeah,
baby.
blew us the fuck
Yeah.
up. And it wasn't something we were expecting, you know what I mean? But it's possible. We never did the research on that, but
Yeah.
we realized it was a big song for us early, because they had us doing every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it definitely was a big national song. I mean, we held the number 1 spot, I think, on the single chart for 6 weeks, which was a record at the time. It's been broken since then, since we held it, but we held it for a minute, and so it's possible.
Yeah. And I bring it up because I feel like both of you guys have a fusion of styles. Like with you specifically, you have like the Latin sounds over hip hop, and you've always given us like this rock, hip hop, like punk rock, fusion. So, and I was watching something on Instagram where there was an executive from Sony saying that he thought that hip hop would have to go underground and fuse with something for it to come back up and get it to where we need it to be. So as people who have curated the culture and you see everything that's going on, you're traveling the world, what do you think is the next sound for hip hop artists?
No one could ever know, because it's really that hip hop is the one art form that's made from all art forms. It's like the fucking Bruce Lee of music genres.
Yeah.
It just goes with any flow. Like you could make a hip hop song from classical music to metal to punk to R&B to blues to whatever. Hip hop snaps into all of it because it could be made from any one of those genres.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to say, but when people have went away from sampling, right? That was the challenge. What are you going to do? Because with the samples, there was a unique art form in putting these samples together, the dynamics of it. What are you going to do to top that shit? Because we've had some of the greatest of all time putting tracks together through these samples. I mean, one of them is sitting right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? And the cool thing is that some guys stepped up to the challenge. Some producers stepped up to the challenge and made something different that wasn't sample based that caught on. And I think that's always going to be a thing. So there might be a hybrid of like a new sound with samples or something without samples, or it might go back to fucking samples, but in a different way than what we've heard before. So it's just hard to say. It's hard to call where it could go, because it could go anywhere.
I mean, every day is like a new kind of flow or
something-
style or
something new.
music. Or every day it's like boom, boom. It just keeps going.
And the thing is that it's yin and yang. You're gonna have shit that's like you don't really fuck with, and then you're gonna have the shit you absolutely fuck.
You know, hip hop, it's been through a lot of phases. You know, like there was a time where people were sampling Indian music, and that was big. You know, Rakim, and there was a time where it was rock hip hop or disco, whatever.
It's almost every
It's always
culture.
changing, yeah.
Almost every culture,
Reggae,
music
hip-hop,
has
whatever.
been sampled almost.
Literally. And I think the unique thing about sampling soul records or these type of records is you can't replace an actual bass player going in the studio and playing those notes. You can't replace a violinist going in, and to take that and to sample it and to filter it and make it sound a certain way is what was the beautiful thing of hip hop. And it created recognition for not only us as younger people, but older people. Like, oh, I remember that record.
Yeah.
And then they automatically tapped into the songs. Now, Les, how do you feel about technology right now? Because I saw Madlib, who's one of the best producers, saying that he's just been producing on an iPad this whole time. And how do
That's
you
crazy.
personally feel? Yeah, literally for the last
That's
10
crazy
years,
shit.
he said he has no MPC, he has nothing. He's literally been doing beats on an iPad.
Wow.
That's it.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
it. So do you think producers should be more forward thinking and taking advantage of technology? I feel like a lot of times just all of us, we're like, you want to be on vinyl, we want to do this and do that. But do you think it's okay?
Yeah, I think it's good. You know, me as a producer, I like to know what everything does. So if I ever need it, boom, I know how to work it. So yeah, and from the old to the new, I'm trying to stay up on shit.
Yeah, for sure, man. The Punchline Academy, SiriusXM, Shade 45, Psycho Les, and B Real is here. New project is dropping this Friday. Let's play something off this project, and we back here on the Punchline Academy.